Sound test, 1, 2, 3. This is the first time I've talked into my microphone now that it has stickers on it, so I hope you can hear a difference. Hello and welcome to the Student Council Podcast, an educational advice show made for students and by students where everyone is qualified to talk about their own experiences. This week, I'm talking about mine. I'm talking about the sophomore year experience now that I've been on campus for almost 2 months, over 2 months. And I want to talk to you about what that's been like as me and my life experiences, as my time as an RA, as my time as a business student, as my time as somebody who works in admissions, somebody who just joined a film production club. My experience as a sophomore. It's not going to be yours, but there might be some commonality, and I'll discuss some themes that I've been seeing among my peers in this time as well. So I joined campus on August 9th of 2023. I came back as a sophomore for a lot of RA training. If you're an RA, you're probably going to be going through a good chunk of training, at least here at the University of Michigan. I went through 3 days as a theme RA training, and then 6 more days as a traditional RA, and then jumped right on the job into move-in week. It's been a busy experience, and I have not gone home since then, which is quite different from my experience as a freshman. I got sick many a times and also came home for recovery days pretty early on in my college experience. That first week after classes, I actually went home and kind of recovered, and that was really beneficial for me. This year, it's been great to be on campus. I think that there's certainly a higher amount of involvement. I jumped back into things a lot more this year, both into new jobs and commitments, and then the things I already had last year that carried over into sophomore year. I was just diving right on into things with friends, with jobs, with classes. It felt very fast. There wasn't as much of that transitional beat, and there didn't need to be, which was really nice. If you're a transfer student or somebody coming into as a sophomore, there will be the transitional beats and structures there too, and there didn't need to be, which was nice. I also found myself really knowing the environment and thriving in that, not finding that first year anxiety, which I was so happy about, just to not feel that way. I felt generally more confident. There's something that washes over you as a sophomore where you're no longer the freshman, and you feel that. You feel like you know your way around. People can come and ask you questions and you can actually answer them. It felt really good and continues to feel good, to feel settled, to feel mature, to feel like a sophomore at college. I think that's really important. Now, I definitely noticed the sophomore year course load picked up a good amount. For me, for my peers in the business school, and for I think even majors outside of that, you're taking more core classes. You're getting deeper and deeper into the field that you're studying. And at least for Ross students, you really kick it into gear. Your first year in Ross, you only wind up taking 3.5 credits towards Ross as official courses. That's 2 1-credit courses you take throughout the year and a 1.5 credit course you take second semester. This semester, I'm in 10 Ross credits, and then 2 courses outside of that, making it a 16-credit semester. Pretty hefty, but not the worst it could be, but not the lightest either. And the Ross courses this semester are technical. You're in accounting and technology and operations, so I'm working with T-charts and Excel. I'm also in BA 200, which looks at business conceptually from a broad view and looks more at teamwork dynamics, creating frameworks, and preparing the thought processes behind business, but it still is all pretty tough. Ross also grades on a grade distribution, which means that there can only be a allotted number of A's, B's, and so on given out in the course. So people are vying to put in their best effort to get those top spots and achieve those A's, since not everyone can get them. As a sophomore in Ross, you're also put into your sections. Those are going to be your main cohorts that basically I'll be doing all of my core classes with until my senior year. It's an opportunity to get to know people. There's a lot of group work going on in the projects as well. So there's that. And on the whole, well, I know a few folks in my section, and I'm really glad to know some friends in my section. I also made a lot of friends in the section just by getting to know people, and I think that it's widened my circle in Ross, which I really enjoy. Club recruitment season also came around. This is something that happens if you're any college student. You're going to have clubs. You're going to have club fairs. But the business school in U of M does clubs a little bit differently. A lot of the business clubs are closed clubs, meaning they require applications and sometimes even interview rounds. More often interview rounds for the business clubs in particular. That'll be casing interviews or behavioral interviews or a variety of different things, whether you want to get into a consulting club or a finance club or a professional business fraternity. And this year I was quite happy to be on the other side of that equation as somebody who got to interview students, and I saw a lot of really great students come through, and I'm really happy with those that have joined my personal club and that I've seen join other clubs. But it feels so good to not have to worry about applying to those clubs. Although I did actually apply to one club, thankfully, that I applied to as a first semester freshman. I am in the club, and I'm proud to say it, and I'll just plug the club. We are called Filmic, and it is stickered up now on my microphone. I'm staring at a Filmic sticker as I'm talking. A student video production org. We do promotional videos for a variety of different clients, from University of Michigan clients outside of the University of Michigan. Filmic's done work for Lady Gaga's charity organization. We've done work for U of M. We've done work for many other institutions. And there's also been some really fun and cool creative videos in the club's backlog and in the production as well. I am so excited for my time on Filmic, and I am so excited for you to hear people from Filmic, because I cannot wait to pull every single member and interview them on this podcast. And there might even be some changes to the music coming, because now I know people who create music, but I'll just leave it at that for right now. Other notes: as a sophomore, people are spread out more. There is many fewer people in the dorms. I am in the dorms as a resident advisor. I enjoy that experience. I love my residents. Shout out to the Living Business students. Y'all are amazing. If you're listening to this, I truly think each and every one of you is going to go and do amazing things, and have already done so many amazing things, and I'm just so proud of you all. Now, there'll be more episodes of unpacking the RA experience down the line. I kind of want to do that as a reflection video, looking at it in full. I am currently actually on duty at the moment, about to go. We'll do the duty rounds of my West Squad building, walk around, make sure everyone is safe and doing what they're supposed to and not doing what they're not supposed to and all that stuff. But sophomore year has been great. The final thing I'll hit on is, of course, the football season was so exciting. It was exhilarating. Michigan has a pep rally at the start of the year. I did not know that was a thing the first time I came as a first-year student, but now I went and will be going back next year and many years after. I actually got to go see DJ Truth in action at the pep rally. He saw me. He recognized me. We had a great selfie and a great catch-up, and I was so happy about that. He's such an amazing guy. And after the pep rally is said and done, we had a friend in the band, and a few of my friends and I, we were kind of like the last ones in the big house, and we saw the band go out and cross the field, and we went, can we do that? Is anyone gonna stop us if we just kind of follow along as friends of the band? Nobody did. We made it onto the field of the big house, crossed through, went out the tunnel on the first Thursday of sophomore year, and it was an absolute delight. Like the first official Thursday with classes. Absolute delight, and was a great season. And Michigan football is absolutely kicking it, which is great too. But that's all from me. I will give you my ultimate tip as a sophomore. Smile. Have fun with it. You are no longer a freshman, and you deserve to ride that and enjoy that a lot. Coexisting with that, I would also say interact with the freshmen. They're a really cool class. They're great. They're probably confused. Help them get to a classroom if you can. But I've been so impressed with the first year students that I've got to meet with and interact with this year, and that's been a lot of fun. Final ultimate tip as a sophomore: make sure that you are planning things. Make sure that you have group chats with your friends. Make sure that you have Google Calendars with your friends. Make sure that now that you're not all in the same dorm together, you're still taking the space and time to get coffees, catch up, send text messages, and have calls with people. Make sure that the circle that you're in stays close if that's something that you value. If you're ready to branch out and dive into a new circle, do that too. But just make sure that, especially if you're off campus, that you're able to find ways to keep that spontaneous social energy continuing. I've certainly been seeing that with my group this year, and I'm so grateful for it, and I am excited for the many more events that we have to come down the line. I don't have anything to plug this week. I would just encourage you to go check out Filmic. I guess maybe also my TikTok account. I've been having a lot of fun making weekly videos once every weekday. It's been a lot of fun. So check those things out if you want to see more of me, see this lovely face. Please do that. Well, that's all from me. I wish you the best of luck and the best of times in all of your educational endeavors. If you are excited or coming up on sophomore year, good luck. It's going to be great. I assure you, you're going to have a good time. So thank you very much. Best of luck, best of times in all of your educational endeavors. The Student Council is adjourned.